Hey, Matt, Warren here, and hopefully the treadmill's not too noisy. Let me know in the comments. If it is, I'll try and find a better way around this in the recording. But today, um, to be honest, I recorded this video um, just a couple minutes ago and realized that I messed it all up. So I'm redoing it here um, for a second take. And my intention here is just to kind of go over the work that I was trying to do. I'll sort of walk you through what I did instead of in the moment. Hopefully, this is interesting to somebody out there, maybe you. Um, this is an email campaign that I'm setting up, and um, luckily, I didn't have to design it. Brandon designed this one for me. It's always nice when that happens. And um, yeah, let me kick over to the screen and show you what I'm doing. Cool. Figma. Okay, so this is Figma. It's it's kind of like a design layout application. This is one of our big canvases here. It has a, almost all of the email designs that we've sent over the last year or so. They're all in here, so we can sort of pull assets from past ones into new emails and um, keep the design aesthetic consistent across emails. This one is the one that Brandon designed for me yesterday. It has a distinct style to it. Um, I'm not entirely sure how well this will come across as a image an image email, but we're going to give it a shot, and and maybe if you're on the email list, maybe you'll get this. Maybe it'll be in a slightly different format by the time it actually goes out. But um, yeah, so the email gets designed in Figma and laid out in sort of a giant image format like this. Let me go uh, down to the corner here, um, and oh my gosh, this thing. Um, do an export of this whole frame, and that gets me a giant sort of PNG image, and um, and then I open that in Pixelmator. Pixelmator is kind of like a Photoshop. Actually, Apple just bought Pixelmator, so maybe it'll improve over the next while. But it's a great alternative to Photoshop and a one-time purchase. There's no subscription, so that's great. And use the slice tool, same as the Photoshop one, to kind of cut this image into segments. There's kind of two main reasons why we're cutting an image like this. One is so that the very first image at the top is small in size and it can load very quickly. So that sort of top of the page section loads in first, um, and you don't have to wait for the entire image to load. The second reason is each of these slices is its own separate image and it can link to its own place on the website. So you can send the traffic to particular products or what have you. So once this is sliced up, we export all of these slices. In this case, we got five slices, for this one. And that comes over to our email sending to build the actual email that'll go out. We're using SendLane for this at the moment. And basically just for every section here, we're putting an image in. That's the full width, 600 pixels. And so replace each slice in here, give it a link to go to, and set the alt text to something that's reflecting what's in the image. So that gives Gmail something to understand what the email is about and what's in it. And kind of go through slice by slice, add them down until you get to the bottom. In this case, I want to make sure that Brandon is good with the way that this email comes across when it's formatted as an image like this. So I'm sending a test email to him, and we'll see if we get some feedback on any improvements that are required before it gets scheduled to go out to people. And that's kind of the process. So start in Figma with the design, bring it over to Pixelmator to slice it, and then into the email sending application to build it in a format that can be sent out. And test all the links, make sure that it's legible. So let me see how it looks. I sent this one as a test to myself. And here's my email client. I mean, that looks pretty okay to me. It's a little bit fuzzy, the text, but not terrible. So anyway, we'll see how that looks. What Brandon thinks. We'll set the subject line and make any changes that's required there. But yeah, in general, email for me right now has been kind of a benchmark of at least one email per week to people to send out. And I'm trying to extend that to 3 to 4 emails a week this year. And that's, a 4x more emails per week kind of level to get to design and write and design and sort of schedule up. So that's a big lift in the amount of work to do. We'll see how that goes. That's going to be a challenge for sure. But I think one of the key lessons in business has been that let me switch my camera. One of the key lessons in business for me has been that people can't purchase something that they're not aware of, and you have to also get people in the moment that they're interested. Not everybody's thirsty for a beverage all the time, so you got to get them at the right time of day, the right day of the week. And if the email lands not at the right time, then it gets maybe later kind of response, and you skip past it. And you just gotta keep shooting your shot with a balance of like not getting blocked into spam or something. But it really is, in this case, like a little bit of a volume game. To be in the right place at the right time, you got to be in the right place a lot and hope that the right time comes along for you. So um, sending more, letting people know about you is the job, man. That's you can't market in a vacuum. So that is part of the process here now is to sort of scale up emails and send more often. And um, luckily it's getting easier and easier to come up with ideas and brainstorm ideas and produce more stuff than we've ever been able to do before. So productivity is kind of going up as the tools get better. Um, anyway, that's all I wanted to share today. A little bit behind the scenes of creating an email that I kind of botched the previous version of this video and had to sort of walk through what I did. So, yeah, let me know if you have any questions. If I did something wrong here, if there's a better way to do it, I'd love to know. And if you have questions, leave some comments. I'd be happy to answer those. And I'll see you tomorrow. Cheers.